mind is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ole Miss offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Going deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. It seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them.
He's got it down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Patterson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Boley. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
4th and short? I already called my 3rd down play knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the defense drags him down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Wildcats will try to move the chains on 4th down. Grab behind the line. It's Gilmore. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Kentucky! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He was not forward on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They feed him again. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough.
Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And Yeah, and what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's Boley. He's got his man across the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys are there looking at the quarterback. They're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Pulled and fired complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points.
He's got it down the left side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Finds his man. It's Knowles. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Offense set on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a...
There he goes! Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Knowles. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum.
Trying to rumble in. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Dead center perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. They're trailing by 11 to USC.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to throw, it's Boley. Right down the middle. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Runs through the tackle.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, give on the inside. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They booted away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball breaks into the open. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Trying play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running back searching for a hole. At the 15, he's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford.
The Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey,
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He leaves it with his back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. To throw, it's Boley. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Might be changing the route. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Touchdown, Kentucky! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
and he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll, and you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Power football with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grab near the marker. It's Maddox. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Throws to the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. He's got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bradley. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take the...
There he goes. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll ride the hot hand. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The play-action fake. The short hands, it's Bradley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And these are tough spots for the offense to get in. You're trailing. You've got to pass the football. Defense ready for it, sitting back. A lot of DBs on the field, break on the football. They know the pass is coming, and they take advantage.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on